Toji Fushiguro, a man with many aliases. The Sorcerer Killer, the Invisible Man, the Black Sheep of the Zenin Clan, Muscle Mommy,
hey yo, what the
Deadbeat Loser, but most notable and my personal favorite being Monkey. He's one of, if not the most loved character in Jujutsu Kaisen, even by Gege Sensei, and in this video I want to break down exactly why. We're going to go through every aspect of his character, from his drip, to his abilities, to his philosophy, and of course the memes. So if you're a fellow Toji Glazer or just want to know why so many people love this character, then you're in the right place. Without further ado,
you have the blessing of parentage, but even with that blessing, you were both beaten by a monkey like me who can't even use cursed techniques. You want to live a long life, don't forget that.
Starting with his appearance and drip, Toji is a tall, muscular man with short hair, and according to the wiki, green eyes.
Cap.
Toji has a scar on his mouth indicative of the abuse he faced from the Zenin clan as a child. His everyday clothes consist of a black long sleeve shirt, black sweatpants, and black slides to match. It's a pretty calm fit if I'm being honest, which makes sense and goes along with his stoic and calm nature outside of fights. The color black represents death, mourning, evil magic, and darkness, which all correlate to Toji's life in some way. The death and mourning of his wife heavily impacted him for years. His heavenly restriction, which I'll go over more in depth later, was hated by the Zenin clan, which could be seen as dark magic by them. And because of this, his early life was full of darkness and hardship. However, black also represents elegance, wealth, restraint, and power. Elegance and wealth relating to his bloodline relationship to the Zenin clan, and restraint and power relating to his battle sense. He's a tactful and thoughtful yet powerful fighter. This is shown when we see him low div Geto, a special grade sorcerer with arguably the most broken curse technique after Gojo, and he shows restraint by not killing him due to the nature of his technique and not knowing what happens when he dies. Overall, this fit is a pretty solid representation of Toji. We all know black fits are elite, so I rate this fit 8 out of 10. It's nothing too crazy, and he lost me by wearing slides with no socks. Now his combat fit is a different story. This fit is heat. Toji wears a black muscle shirt with gray martial arts sweatpants and black slippers. Still simple, but flames nonetheless. Let's be honest, if you see this dude walking up to you on the street, what are you doing? A, gonna try to walk past him and act like you don't see him? B, cross the street and pass him? Or C, just give him all your money before he robs you? The answer is it really doesn't matter. He's gonna beat your ass no matter what. He probably won't, but still, something about Toji in his combat fit just oozes aura. This man goes from being calm and mysterious to full-blown menace when fighting. The black compression shirt, which shows every crevice of his muscles, is significant as he relies on physical prowess due to his heavenly restriction. His martial arts gi is representative of him being forced to be a master of martial arts and hand-to-hand combat to survive in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. Overall, I rate this fit a 9 out of 10. It's simple, but when you see him in it, you know somebody's getting bodied. I would rate his Shibuya fit, but that doesn't even count as his own fit, and I'm gonna be honest, bro could not dress, and I don't want to judge my glorious king on this. Not only are his fits fire, but so are his abilities. Toji's abilities consist of absolutely nothing. Just kidding, kinda, not really. As I mentioned earlier, he was born with no cursed energy due to being born with the heavenly restriction, hence the nickname Monkey. However, in exchange for a lack of cursed energy, Toji was blessed with superhuman physical ability, honing his body through constant fighting for survival as a child, fighting cursed spirits, to an adult hunting sorcerers. Toji's physical prowess grew to a level surpassing even the strongest Jujutsu sorcerers of his era. Toji's heavenly restriction also heightened his 5 senses to a point where he could detect curses. Not only this, but he could also track sorcerers not only through cursed energy residuals, but by footprint and smell. Toji's lack of cursed energy was very useful in his time hunting sorcerers, as it made him impossible to detect. His lack of cursed energy also makes him immune to the auto lock of domains because it works by locking onto the enemy's cursed energy. Toji has arguably the best tactical intellect in the series, which he used to infiltrate Jujutsu High solo, as I'll get into later. Along with his physical powers, he was a master of a number of cursed tools, which he used to give himself even more of an edge in fights. As if Toji wasn't OP enough, he also has a weapon called the Inverted Spear of Heaven, which completely nullifies cursed techniques on contact. It uses an imbued cursed technique fueled by foreign cursed energy, and is what we see used by him to cut through Gojo's limitless technique. While Toji could use this weapon alone, he could also use it in tandem with the Chain of 1,000 Miles. This is another special grade cursed tool that can stretch as far as the user wants, as long as the back end is out of sight. By storing it in the inventory curse that Toji keeps, the other end is never visible. This curse is also probably Toji's most valuable tool, as it can be used to store a seemingly infinite amount of objects, and even absorb itself to shrink to a smaller state, small enough for Toji to eat.
That's nasty.
This curse is also linked to Toji through some type of parent-child bond and is unable to be absorbed by Geto. Toji's last curse tool is the Split Soul Katana. It looks like a smaller version of Ichigo's Zanpakuto and is strong enough to cut through Geto's Rainbow Dragon curse, which has the toughest defense of all his curses. Out of all of Toji's weapons though, my personal favorite has to be the Glockiana. Bro had a special grade curse coming towards him and up the Glock. It doesn't get more badass than that. Outside of the gun though, he does have a couple other non-cursed items such as a regular sword and a regular knife, which he used to take advantage of his lack of cursed energy and the weapons having no cursed energy to be even more of an assassin. Overall, his weapons and abilities, or should I say lack of, make him stick out in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. Toji turned his lack of cursed energy into his biggest strength and developed his hand-to-hand combat and use of weapons to put him on par with the strongest Jujutsu sorcerers of his era. What's probably even more interesting than his abilities is his philosophy. In order to understand Toji and his philosophy, I want to analyze his story chronologically, starting from his childhood, which we really don't see much of. However, from the glimpses that we do see and the treatment we saw Maki receive, we can paint a pretty good picture of how it went. Being born into one of the big three sorcerer clans with no cursed energy, Toji was ostracized from birth, facing abuse both physically and mentally, as the leaders would put him in an arena to fend for himself against countless grade 2 and lower curses as a form of discipline and training. This forced Toji to hone his combat skills and senses from a young age, growing stronger through constant battle and being extremely gifted physically due to his heavenly restriction. The family's disgust of Toji quickly turned into fear. As Ranta described in a fight, if you could even consider this a fight with Maki, the Zenin clan is still around simply on Toji's whim. Toji would eventually leave the Sorcerer clan, and this is where it can be inferred he began his journey as a mercenary. Due to Toji's past of growing up in an all-sorcerer family who hated him for something completely out of his control, Toji made a living killing Jujutsu sorcerers. His lack of cursed energy made this the perfect job for him, as he could sneak up on sorcerers undetected. This is until he ran into Gojo. Toji, interested in the prodigy sorcerer born into the Gojo clan with the 6 eyes and limitless techniques, went to see what all the hype was about. Even with no cursed energy, he was sensed by Gojo. This was the first and last time a sorcerer ever knew Toji was behind him. While completing mercenary work and battling a crippling gambling addiction, Toji was able to buy his many cursed tools I covered earlier. After some time, Toji met his wife and took her surname Fushiguro and had a child with her. Because of Toji's tragic past with his family, he understood the value of love in a family, and it's clear he planned to have something like that with a family of his own. He named his son Megumi, which means blessings, and they were a happy family for a while. Toji's wife unexpectedly passed, and this destroyed Toji and sent him back to his old cold and stoic self. He abandoned Megumi and his stepdaughter Sumiki and retracted to life as a mercenary. This is where we meet Toji in the hidden inventory arc. We find out he sold his son for gambling money, which sounds crazy, I know, however I can explain. This goes to show just how numb the death of Toji's wife made him. He knew he was too unstable to raise the kids without the support of his wife, so he sold Megumi to the Zenin clan, hoping he'd have a better potential life as a sorcerer. In 2006, Toji meets Shu Kong, a member of the Time Vessel Association, and gets hired to assassinate the Star Plasma Vessel. Having had an encounter with Gojo previously, Toji demonstrated his 10,000 IQ by putting a bounty on Rico. He specifically set a 48-hour time limit, knowing this would force Gojo to stay on point, and also knowing when Gojo would let his guard down. The plan worked perfectly, and the second Gojo let his limitless down, Toji said, "Gotcha, bitch!" Toji proceeded to brutally, viciously, with no regard for human life, cook Gojo harder than glizzies on a grill in the middle of the summer. Geto managed to get Rico to Tengen's tomb and gave her the option to assimilate with Tengen or go home. After reminiscing on all her good times, she decided to go against the assimilation. She left and lived happily ever after. Toji pulled up with a 360 no-scope from out of nowhere. When I tell you I never cheered so hard seeing a 16-year-old girl get smoked, then bro just posted up and chilled. Like, just look at him. Look at Toji, man. So inspirational. So Geto asked Toji how he got there, and he's like, oh, you mean the fake-ass Kakashi outside? Yeah, I rolled him up and smoked him too. Then Toji proceeds to beat Geto like the Zenins used to beat him as a child. He beat Geto so hard he found the One Piece and X marks the spot on his chest. Then Toji gives a speech to Geto's unconscious unconscious body about how he, a monkey, was able to come in and squad wipe two of the strongest sorcerers in Jujutsu Society. While yapping to Geto's unconscious body, Toji tells him and Gojo they had the blessing of parentage, and this causes him to have a flashback of Megumi. After leaving the body with the Time Vessel Association, Toji walks out and is greeted by none other than Satoru Gojo. Instantly, Toji can tell something is off. Gojo is laughing and talking to himself like he just smoked the most potent crack on earth. I mean, this dude is tweaking. Toji kept telling himself something was off. However, in this one instant, he let his pride take over. Having the chance to take down the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer in the world right in front of him caused him to act out of the norm. Sadly, this was the end for our boy Toji. Gojo completed his get back and turned my boy into the Apple logo. Gojo asks Toji if he had any last words, and in expected stoic fashion, he says no. But then he has another flashback of Megumi and tells Gojo that he'll be sold off to the Zenin clan and do with that info what he will. Toji does come back shortly in Shibuya, however, due to the nature of the technique that revived him, he wasn't consciously in control of his actions. He was just a fighting machine, however, it wasn't until he began to fight Megumi that he broke free from the spell and asked Megumi what his name was. Upon hearing that it was Fushiguro, this made Toji happy. After hearing this, Toji self-deleted to end the technique for good. Now, Toji glazing aside, I don't think it's honestly fair to label him as good or bad. He did good things and he did bad things. When he did bad things, he was conflicted, but he did the good things out of the kindness of his heart. He had a dark childhood which caused him to grow up to be violent and cold, and upon meeting his wife, all of that changed. He was prepared to stay out of the way and just live a normal life with his family had his wife not died. The death of his wife caused him to spiral back into his old self and ultimately led to his demise. Now, for the part that you've all been waiting for, these are some of my favorite Toji memes ever.
I know a lot of guys come on the show and say they not the baby daddy, but no one in the history of Murray has been more sure than me.
That baby look like you?
Yes, no, sir. Does it look like me, Murray?
I don't know. How would I know?
In the case of 5-year-old Megumi, Toji.
You are the father.
領域展開福間水すマジか術式反転赤術式順転青こいつハイになってる全て問題なし違和感違和感いやこれでいい殺す挙式紫違和感
If you made it this far in the video, I love you. Check out this other Jujutsu Kaisen video I did. I'm out. Peace.